I can't fucking compete! Can you get the fuck out of my face? That's a hell of an arm you got there to throw that fucking C4!
Hello everybody, this is Comandante, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is episode 1 of my new series, How to Edit Like, where I'll be observing different YouTubers and how they edit their videos, and at the very end attempt to make a short video using elements of their style. Be sure to comment any YouTubers I can analyze in the future, and I'll select popular suggestions that are possible. I do not need to stick to just COD YouTubers, but gaming channels are preferred since that is my specialty. The series will get better over time, and the frequency in which these come out will depend on how popular the series is, so be sure to share this with anyone who might be interested. Anyways, try to remember that I'm showing you how to edit using elements in a YouTuber's content, not how to copy their content. So I will include original ways that I would approach editing in their style to give you some ideas for your own videos. If you're not an editor, don't worry, I still think you'll be able to get something out of this video, and if you're considering learning how to edit, let me know in the comments so I know whether or not to make intro level tutorials in the future. It would most likely be for search and destroy or COD content in general, but if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them for you. Feel free to pause the video anytime, and I'll be leaving timestamps below, so be sure to like and subscribe with noties on, and let's jump straight into it. The footage I'll be using today is from my recent video, One Man Army, and from one of Jev's newest videos, Spectating Next Level Tactics in Warzone Solos. I purposely made my video using elements of Jev's style.
Just want to get the little kill right there and then we can just die again, it's fine.
Typically I would back out at this point, but might as well give it a shot. And my own. So that you can see how to take inspiration and make it your own as well, without doing copy-paste. As you can see, I recorded the footage and the commentary separately for visual purposes, as well as to demonstrate how useful it can be to record them separately. Don't forget, live commentary is king, and it's why Jev's videos convey his personality so well. Now let's get into step 1. Jev cuts his videos in a very intentional way. Cutting, by the way, is a term used for clipping content into usable segments, in case you didn't know already.
Wow. We're on board with Project Pat. He's a level 148. Shit, I mean, even the prelims for this are actually pretty.
And if Jev's talking and there's no gameplay going on, he will cut his audio in order to keep a steady dialogue. The way I implemented this into my video is very similar. Well, typically I would back out at this point, but might as well give it a shot. 2v6. Notice the time skips in both? That's because we're cutting to the dialogue when nothing is happening. Keeps things interesting, keeps things moving, not so boring. An efficient way to do this is to skip to audio spikes, because that's typically where something happens or something is said. If the footage isn't good or doesn't fit into the video, cut that portion out and move on to the next. You do not need to keep everything. Make sure you cut the entire video first before we move on to the next step. That way you won't be slowed down and you can edit more efficiently later on. For a while I didn't realize this, but Jev is actually super smart in how he incorporates music into his videos. And no, I don't mean that in a condescending way, he's genuinely found a good formula that works pretty well. The way Jev implements music is simply effective. Here are some ways he does it.
Dude, my sleep schedule is just so destroyed that I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. That's some hard-ass water. Holy shit.
He always has a song in the background, only cuts it out of the audio when he wants you to focus on something he's saying specifically, like making a point, or he has it playing in the background so softly that you can hardly notice unless your volume is loud enough. This subtle attention to detail is one of the things that helps grab the audience's attention and keeps people coming back to his videos. Even though it's simple, it's effective, and he knows that, so that's why he keeps doing it. Here is how I implemented this concept into my video. Last guy's somewhere around here. That's how you do it. As you can see, I did a lot of fading to help ease the transition between each scene, and I kept different audio levels the same based on what was happening in the video. For me, my music was a little bit louder than Jev's because I feel like that's a little bit more needed for my content specifically. I'm just gonna be as risky as possible because if I die, I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter, so. But for Jev's, he does keep it very low so that if your audio isn't loud enough, you can't tell.
Dude, my sleep schedule is just so destroyed that I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
So that's the subtle difference that I changed.
Like a parachute!
The final step in making a Jev styled video is to add subtle but effective effects. For example,
I mean, man, I get so many more frames whenever I don't have OBS open. Wow. The only thing that can kill this guy up here is an urban legend. Is it technically not camping if you're not moving still?
This is how I incorporated them into my video. Remember, don't overdo this, or your video won't flow well and it could throw off your audience. After all, there is such thing as over-editing, so keep that in mind. So your video is almost done. What's left? Well, you gotta review it, of course. I'm just gonna take the bomb and hope my teammate does something for me. There's one. Go back and watch from the beginning to make sure that your gameplay and audio is flowing well. If you ever stop the video and think, maybe I should add this, or maybe I should take this out, do it, then rewatch it at least 20 seconds before the change to see if it improved the quality of your video or not. So to sum things up, we start by cutting. Second, we add music. Third, we add effects. Obviously, it sounds simple. Obviously, it sounds like any other video, but it's the way you do it that makes it in that YouTuber style. I love Jev. I'm sure a lot of you love Jev as well, and that's why you're watching this video. Remember, this is part 1 in the series, and things will get better over time. So in the comments below, if you have any questions, if you have any YouTubers you would suggest, go ahead and let me know, and I'll do what I can. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.